As a lot of you probably already know, Pine64 is a company that produces lots of amazing Linux-powered devices, such as the PinePhone and the PineBook Pro. Recently, they've announced a new device that has to be, in my opinion, their most ambitious device yet, the PineNote. And we're going to be talking about it right now on the Linux Lounge. Now, essentially what the PineNote is it's a tablet with an e-ink display. You can probably think of it as an alternative to devices like the Kindle, but it will definitely do a lot more than those devices while also being a lot more freedom respecting. The most exciting part about the PineNote is definitely that it's the most powerful e-ink device on the market. It uses Pine64's Quad64 single board computer as its base, which means that it has a quad-core Rockchip ARM CPU and 4 gigs of RAM. It also has 128 gigabytes of storage. The device will also have 2 microphones, 2 speakers, a USB-C port for charging and data transfer, and Wi-Fi. All of this awesome tech will be housed in a high-quality magnesium alloy case with a scratch-resistant and glare-reducing hardened glass screen. The e-ink panel in this device sounds promising too. It'll have a 10.3-inch panel with a kind of weird resolution of 1404 by 1872. The screen will also be able to display 16 levels of grayscale and will have a light adjustment which will let you choose between a cool white light and a warm amber light depending on your preferences and environment. The screen will also have a capacitive touch layer and the ability to use pen input as well. So all in all, I have to say that this sounds like a seriously impressive piece of hardware, and it definitely has the potential to be the most impressive e-ink device on the market. But with that said, you might wonder what exactly can be done on this device. Well, at the moment it's fairly early days, so nobody is quite sure. You'll certainly be able to read books on this device and do things like that, but I've also seen some more interesting suggestions like running CLI programs and LibreOffice on this device, which would certainly make it very useful. All of these things should be possible since Linux has already been ported to the PineNote, though the e-ink driver isn't fully functional just yet, and it's not certain what operating system or desktop environment should run on this device. Sadly, Linux on e-ink displays is somewhat uncharted territory at the moment, so if you're expecting a fully polished e-ink device, it might be wise to wait a bit before buying this device. So finally, all that's left to talk about is how much this device is going to cost and when you're going to be able to get your hands on it. The PineNote will cost $399, which might sound expensive, and it kind of is, but when you consider what you're getting, it actually is a pretty good deal. Sadly, e-ink is expensive, and most other e-ink devices make their money back through book sales. Pine64 can't do that, so that's why the device is so expensive, and in fact, if you look at other devices that don't make their money back through book sales that have e-ink displays, you will see a similar price point. Although if you do buy the early adopters edition of the PineNote, you will also get the magnetic cover and pen included in the box. So that's pretty cool. If you're interested in this device, you'll be able to get it later this year. Personally, I have to say that I'm very excited for this device, and although I won't be able to afford it myself, if Pine64 wants to send one my way for review, I would absolutely love to take a look at it. If you think it's cool too, do let me know in the comment section below. But with that said, that's it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.